Good afternoon, Zambia. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. I have been so busy today. I've been working throughout lunch. Earlier on, we had said we're going to have a live conversation around 1 o'clock, but because of certain commitments, this is when I'm taking my lunch. And I'm using this time to come to you live to talk to you. Greetings, everybody. Let us know where you're joining us from. Today we want to have an exciting topic on effective time management. Effective time management. And our theme for today is how to be effective at anything and everything you do. And may I also add to that, how to be effective anywhere you are. Anywhere you are. God's plan for your life. Let me see. I love to see your comments. I can't see your comments. Where are you joining us from? God's plan for your life is so that you can be a great person no matter where you are. That is God's plan for your life. God's ultimate wish is that you can manage your time well. So let's go into it. We've only got 20 minutes. Time management started in the Industrial Revolution of the 19th century. And before that, people used to use the sun as their clock. And when industries opened up in the 19th century, they realized that they couldn't have the same relationship with their employees the same way their employees had a relationship with their time, which they had to look to the sun. So, hence the need for time. The old way of managing time was called the agrarian way of managing time. Agrarian way of managing time. Benjamin Franklin once said, time is money. The people who have money generally know how to manage time. The people without money generally are terrible at managing time. Yesterday, in our session yesterday on wealth creation, one of the things we discussed was that the way you handle your goals, your daily goals, can create an extra one day for yourself in the week. By simply managing your goals better, you create an extra day for yourself in a week. So I want you to get it into your head and into your spirit. My wallet is connected to my clock. My clock is connected to my happiness. My happiness is connected to my health. In 1911, a man by the name of Frederick Winslow Taylor wrote a book. In 1911, a man by Frederick Winslow Taylor wrote a book called The Principles of Scientific Management. The Principles of Scientific Management, 1911. Remember 1913, Henry Ford contacted Winslow Taylor to help him design the assembly line of the Model T Ford vehicle. And through Winslow's scientific methodology of management of time, Henry Ford and other manufacturers at that time were able to do amazing things because of how they managed time. So what did the principles of scientific management of time bring to the table? They brought, number one, a breakdown of the workspace. Number two, tasks were broken down into smaller parts. And this is where we are going today. into smaller components. So, this leads us to 4 principles of time management. 4 principles of time management. I've lost you again. There we go. The first principle of time management, you can look at these as the 4 Ds. The 4 Ds. Afternoon, Rodwell. D number 1 is do. You can't manage time without doing what you love. Number 2, defer or delay. So part of effective time management is that you must be a doer. You cannot sit there and wishing something was done. You have to get it done. Number 2, you have to defer. There are certain things you must not do now, but you must defer them for an appropriate slot within your time. D number 3 is you must delegate. Powerful people know how to delegate. Banza, you're welcome. Banza Nation, you're welcome. Everybody, you're welcome. Delegate. Let other people help you with certain tasks. Barry, good afternoon. When you delegate, you automatically create extra time for yourself. You can't do everything by yourself. You must do, you must defer, delay certain things until an opportune time. Bruce, hi. You must delegate. And within the concept and principles of time, you must delete certain activities from your schedule because they are wasting your time. There are just certain things you must never do in your life because they are taking away from you. Now, there are 3 elements that must support the 4 principles of time. Are we together? 3 elements that must support the 4 principles of time. Element number 1 is planning. Every good manager of time plans. You cannot wake up and plan your day after you wake up. You cannot do that. It means you will be poor for the rest of your life. You must go to bed with a plan for the next day. You must know what you're doing next week this time. You must know what you're doing next month this time. You must know what you're doing next year this time. Now, you may not know exactly what you're going to be doing next year this time, but you must have an idea. In 2004, I watched a series on Oprah Winfrey show, which talked about having a 50-year plan. What is your 50-year plan? Do you have a 50-year plan or you don't? So the 3 P's or the 3 elements of effective time management is you must plan. Number 2 is you must prioritize. As long as you are managing your priorities well, you will forever be happy. When you know what comes first, second, third. Simply put, in the morning, what do you start with? Do you wear shoes before socks? Do you put lotion before you bath? Do you eat before you brush your teeth? Don't answer. Each person might have their own formula, but the answer will tell us what the priorities of that particular individual are. And the 3rd element is performing. I'm going through the 4 Ds. I'm a doer. I defer when I must. I delegate when I can, and I delete when it's absolutely necessary. For me to do that, I must plan, I must prioritize, and I must perform. Performance has 2 words in it. Effectiveness, which is doing the right thing. Efficiency, doing the right thing in the right way. You can be effective but not be efficient. But you can never be efficient without being effective. I'm a planner, I'm a good prioritizer, and I'm a performer. So, Let's talk about habits that you can start incorporating in your job, in your business, and in your life, so that you transform from poor people in time management to wealthy people in time management. Number one, we will be done soon in the next 5 minutes. Start your day, each day, with a clear vision of what you're going to do. Like I said earlier, that vision must be set the night before. That means don't allow people who are going to take you from your schedule anyhow. Number two, have a dynamic task list. Don't just say, I will do this. Write it down somewhere. On your laptop, in your notebook, on your computer, on your wrist, on your armband. This is what I'm going to do. Number three, focus your life and your energy on high value activities. There is what we call in economics an opportunity cost. So you say to yourself, if I do A, I'll make $1,000. If I do B, I'll make $500. How can I do A and delegate B to someone else, even if they bring me $100 only? Number four, minimize interruptions in your life. Those visitors, those calls, Facebook, unnecessary browsing, whatever it is that is interrupting you, you have to minimize. Number five, stop procrastinating. Stop saying I'll do it tomorrow. Anything you put for later, which you're supposed to do today, is taking away your time. Number six, limit your multitasking. Try not to do so many things at the same time. You can't. Limit your multitasking. It's better to do one thing and do it extremely well than to do so many things and be poor at it. Number seven, review each day. Like I said, I worked throughout lunch today, and now I'm going through a revelation of my day. What did I do? How did I perform? Where did I go wrong? Where could I have done better? Why do I do that? So that tomorrow I am a better version of myself. Mubita, what are you saying? I'm saying to you that time management is the coordination of all your activities so that you can maximize your effectiveness as an individual, as a business. And in the process, the reason we want you to manage your time well is so that you can live a better life by leaving time for things that you want to do. So manage yourself well, doing things that you need to do so that you can have time to do the things you want to do. So I want to close by saying this. Your wallet is connected to your clock. Your clock is connected to your wallet. Your happiness is connected to time management skills. When you acquire these, you will be successful no matter where you go. You will be successful at whatever you do. And you will live anywhere in the world and be an amazing human being. Whew. Gotta go. I hope that made sense to someone. Time management. It's not a school. It's not a place. It's an attitude and a way of doing things. When you master it, you will be rich. You will have time to spare. You will be healthy. You will not be stressed. And wherever you go, people will like you because you will respect your time first and you will respect other people's time. Have a good day. I'll talk to you next time. This is Mobita Nawa. I'm out.